So indirect use is nothing but electricity generation. Already I said. So before going to generate electricity, what are the main components of geothermal power plants? You should know. So here you can observe the main components of geothermal power plant. So first one, production well. Second one, separator, heat exchanger, steam turbine, condenser, generator, injection well. So these are the main components of geothermal energy power plant to generate electricity. So first one, production well. So production well, source of steam. So source of production well is nothing but it is a source of steam. Depth is approximately 3 kilometers to 10 kilometers, similar to production well of an oil rig. Well may be located as far as 10 kilometer to 14 kilometer from power plant. So steam can be, so the distance between production well to power plant is 10 kilometers to 14 kilometers. Next, steam can be moist or dry. Moist steam passes through separator. So separator is used to separate the separator function we will discuss there when we discussed about separator. Next, water or brine is re-injected through injection well. So production well is nothing but extraction of steam is used to extract the stream or dry gas. Okay, next, separator. So steam contains non-condensable gases including hydrogen sulfide. So separator is used to separate the steam and different gases because in the reservoir or production well it consists of so many gases with including H2O or water. So we need to separate this type of other gases. It is very important, otherwise maybe there will be chance to corrosion or different damage of turbines or other equipments which are used in this geothermal power plant. Next, separator are used for the purpose to remove these gases. 2 phases and 3 phases separators are used according to requirement. Separators are vertically horizontally designed. So design is vertically horizontally designed. Steam turbine. So we all of you very well know steam turbine is used for to changing the high velocity or high pressurized steam will rotate the turbine blades. So when the turbine blades rotates, that mechanical work or the rotary motion of the turbine is observed by generator. So that generator is used to convert the mechanical work into electrical work. So steam can be corrosive due to many non-condensable gases. Example, hydrogen sulfide, ammonia, like the type of gases are existing in the steam maybe. So separator will 100% not sure that 100% not separate these type of gases. To protect rotor blade and nozzles from corrosion, special coatings and materials are used. Next, the generation and transmission side of geothermal power plants is similar to conventional power plants. That is nothing better than normally we will see in thermal power plants. Okay. So the main functioning of steam turbine is high pressurized steam. So pressure energy or kinetic energy converted into mechanical work or mechanical energy. Next, condenser. So we know condenser will condensate the steam. So that means the phase change process is occur in the condenser. That means the steam is converted into liquid in the condenser. So steam condensed at a vacuum at the turbine exist. Most plants use direct contact condensers that uses water itself as the cooling medium. So normal water is used as a cooling medium to for phase change process. Next, injection well. So first starting one is extraction of steam from the reservoirs is nothing but a production well. So the exits, so inlet of the geothermal power plant is nothing but a production well. Then the exit of the geothermal power plant is nothing but a injection well. The excess condensate and the brine from the separator returns back to the underground thermal reservoir. So exit of the condensed water or condensed steam is nothing but a injection well. So re-injection wells are located in appropriate places. Some reservoirs can give outputs for years without re-injection. Okay, this is about components of geothermal power plant.